Hello everyone, welcome to Barca News. It is July 8th, 2025, and a bombshell today being dropped as it's been revealed that Javier Tebas showed confidential financial information belonging to Barcelona to Athletic Club de Bilbao, which they then used to discourage Nico Williams from joining Barcelona. Also, rumors linking Xavi Simons to Barcelona as a replacement for Nico Williams. And finally, Frenkie de Jong's contract renewal is being delayed, and I'm going to tell you what the reason is. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mo, and we'll begin this video with the big bombshell from today because Miguel Galan, an attorney in Spain, has dropped a bombshell revealing that Javier Tebas showed confidential information to Athletic Club de Bilbao, which they later used to discourage Nico Williams from joining Barcelona. Now, as I reported in previous video, when Nico Williams announced to Athletic Club de Bilbao that he was going to join Barcelona, their president, Jong Uriarte, flew to Madrid to meet with Javier Tebas to try to block the move of Nico Williams to Barcelona by asking La Liga to not allow this move to happen until Barcelona can verify their finances. And now it's been revealed that during that meeting, Javier Tebas showed Jong Uriarte, the president of Athletic Club de Bilbao, Barcelona's finances. This is confidential information that Barcelona submit to La Liga showing their finances, and Javier Tebas shared that information with Jong Uriarte in direct violation of La Liga rules that prevent or prohibit a La Liga president or any member of the board of directors to share confidential information belonging to the clubs that they oversee. But not only did Javier Tebas show them Barcelona's books or finances, but he also showed them the Crow report. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're new to the channel, I've talked about this previously on other videos. But as you know, Barcelona sold rights to the VIP seats at the new Spotify Camp Nou in exchange for 100 million euros. That helped Barcelona achieve the 1-to-1 rule started in January. But then they hired an auditor who audited this deal and audited Barcelona's finances. And Crow, the auditor, produced a report stating that Barcelona could not count those 100 million euros as income because the VIP seats were not built. Barcelona turned over that report to La Liga, and that's when La Liga took Barcelona from under the 1-to-1 rule once again. Now, just a side note, the VIP seats are now built, so Barcelona expect that Crow will produce a new report that will allow Barcelona to count those 100 million euros from the seats deal as income, helping them achieve the 1-to-1 rule, but that's neither here nor there. But it's been revealed that Javier Tebas also showed Athletic Club de Bilbao that Crow report, that auditor report showing that Barcelona could not count the 100 million euros. And then Athletic Club de Bilbao turned around, used all that information that Javier Tebas gave them to convince Nico Williams that a move to Barcelona would not be in his best interest because Barcelona would not be able to register him. And that's when Nico decided to stay at his current club. And this is a huge violation, ladies and gentlemen. And it's not the first time. And at this point, honestly, if Joan Laporta, if Barcelona don't do something, then obviously we have no one else to blame but ourselves. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about that a few months ago, Javier Tebas leaked confidential information through his Twitter account, through La Liga's website, which discussed the Crow auditor report. Barcelona sent a notice to him asking him to remove it, which he did. But nonetheless, given that violation, Barcelona could have easily brought a complaint against him. And Javier Tebas has already another outstanding complaint from Real Madrid because he also shared confidential information belonging to Real Madrid. And had Barcelona brought their own complaint, given that Javier Tebas had already won with Real Madrid, that would have made it 2 complaints, and that would have helped remove Javier Tebas from his post as La Liga's president. And when Barcelona didn't do that, I said, what are we doing? Why aren't we taking the great opportunity, this great gift that we have to be able to remove Javier Tebas from the presidency? Why aren't we doing that? We did it, and look at that. It came back and bit us in the ass because Javier Tebas has done it yet once again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And I really, really hope that this time Barcelona learned their lesson. Because honestly, Barcelona don't take this opportunity to bring a formal complaint against Javier Tebas and remove him from his post, then we can no longer complain about anything else Javier Tebas does, because he's done it time and time again, and we've had plenty of opportunities to remove him from his position. But instead, we keep turning the other cheek and the other cheek and the other cheek. And at this point, our face is cut, bleeding red, and we're still like, oh, it's okay. No big deal. But this is a huge, huge violation. And I'm honestly very sick and tired of this man. But I'm also starting to get tired of Barcelona's inaction. Anyway, speaking of Nico Williams, we do have to talk about the next bit of news, because now rumors started to emerge today, or reports started to emerge today, that Barcelona were looking at Xavi Simons to replace Nico Williams. As you know, the 22 attacking midfielder recently signed with RB Leipzig. He can also play as a left winger. So the report stating that Barcelona are considering signing Xavi Simons in place of Nico Williams. But I'm here to tell you that there's no truth to these rumors. Yes, Barcelona were very interested in Xavi Simons in the past. In fact, Barcelona tried to sign him when Xavi Hernandez was the coach. But from then, there hasn't been real interest. Yes, Barcelona are admirers of Xavi Simons. Yes, in an ideal scenario, maybe we could try to sign him. But right now, as of today, Barcelona are not trying to sign Xavi Simons, because it's reported that RB Leipzig would want 80 million euros for him. And as you know, Barcelona simply cannot afford that. So no truth to the reports that Barcelona are looking to sign Xavi Simons in the place of Nico Williams. Now, speaking of midfielders, we do have to talk about Frenkie de Jong, because his contract renewal is currently being delayed. And the reason for that is what's going on between Frenkie and his agent, Ali Dorsen. Now, as you know, Barcelona have been trying to renew Frenkie de Jong for quite some time without success. But then recently, Frenkie de Jong decided to fire his agent, Ali Dorsen, because it's been revealed that Ali Dorsen was the one putting obstacles in the contract renewal of Frenkie de Jong. And then he called the club and told them, hey, I want to renew. It's my agent that was blocking this renewal, but don't worry, I'm trying to get rid of him. So Barcelona, of course, welcomed this news, because they really want to renew Frenkie de Jong's contract, which expires next summer, 2026. But however, this contract renewal is right now on hold or being delayed, because Frenkie de Jong is still dealing with breaking the contract between him and Ali Dorsen as his representative. And Ali Dorsen, of course, is doing everything in his power to delay this separation. I can imagine why. I imagine Frenkie de Jong is one of his highest paid clients. So, of course, he's making a lot of money off him. Now, there was talks about maybe Pini Zahavi, who's Lewandowski's and Hansi Flick's agent, could step in the place of Ali Dorsen and represent Frenkie. But so far, no agreement has been reached, or no formal agreement has been reached. So for now, Frenkie de Jong's renewal is on hold while he still figures out his representation problem. But Barcelona reportedly not panicking. The player has made it very clear he wants to stay in Barcelona. So no panic there. They're just going to wait for Frenkie to finalize this whole agent problem. But they are a little bit in a hurry, not in too much hurry, but a little bit in a hurry, because of course, under this contract renewal, Frenkie is expected to either lower his salary or restructure his salary or defer his salary. But whatever this new deal is will definitely help Barcelona's financial fair play, because as you know, Frenkie has the highest salary on the squad, and they need to address that in order to open up more space on their wage bill to be able to register other players. Now, while we're still on the topic of midfielders, it's been revealed that Rodrigo de Paul is looking to leave Atletico Madrid and join Inter Miami so he can play with his friend Messi. And as such, Atletico Madrid are now looking for a replacement, and they're eyeing Marc Casado. It's reported that Atletico Madrid are willing to make a 30 million euro offer for Marc Casado. Not the first club willing to sign him. Right now, half of Europe are after Marc Casado. And while giving the links, exit links with all these clubs interested in Marc Casado, he posted a reply today on his Instagram, and this is what it looked like. Marc Casado as a kid in a Barcelona kit with his mom also in a Barcelona kit, the Blaugrana hearts and the infinite sign, kind of like, you know, forever a Blaugrana. So Marc Casado making it clear to Atletico Madrid and all other clubs, thank you, but no thank you. I'm here to stay at Barcelona. Now, as far as Barcelona, they're not considering selling Marc Casado. Hansi Flick considers him a very important player, and for sure not for 30 million euros. However, if Barcelona were to receive something north of 50, they would consider it. It doesn't mean they would sell him. They would consider it. But anything below, hang up. And if it's a written offer, throw it in the garbage can. Anyways, let's end this video with the news that it's been revealed what helped Barcelona secure the signing of Rooney Bardghji, beating out many other European clubs who were also after the Swedish attacker. Now, as you know, Rooney Bardghji has agreed to join Barcelona. Barcelona will pay 2 million euros to FC Copenhagen for the 19-year-old attacker. He's already passed the first part of his medical exams, and Barcelona are expecting to close this deal either this week or next week at the latest. And it's been revealed how Barcelona were able to beat other European clubs to the signing of Rooney Bardghji, and it has to do with a sell-on clause where Barcelona have agreed to give FC Copenhagen 15% sell-on clause, meaning that if Barcelona end up selling Rooney Bardghji in the future, FC Copenhagen would get 15% of those profits, and that's how Barcelona were able to beat other European clubs to the signing of Rooney Bardghji. Anyways, that is all the news for this video. We'll be uploading another video shortly, so stay tuned to the channel. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, Visca Barça.